Hello and welcome to Unzi Talks, where I bring you one great book in 2 short minutes. And the book I am talking about right now is 11/22/63 by Stephen King. So if you like Stephen King and if you've read his books before, this is a fantastic book. This was not my first Stephen King book that I read, but it's one of the first that I read by Stephen King. So I don't know if I can do this book justice in 2 minutes, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to start by reading you a message that was sent to me by a former student. And he says this, and by the way, this former student is one who likes reading, okay, but would always struggled to find a book that he liked. So he messaged me last summer, and this is what he said. I wanted to get in touch with you to suggest a book that I think should be implemented into the high school curriculum. 11/22/63 has really resonated with me. I know it's long, it's huge, okay? I know it's long, but I feel that somehow it should at least be more present. I feel that it's a book everyone should read and that everyone can get something out of, even if it's just a good read to them. Okay? So I think that, out of the mouths of babes, as they say, I think that that's really important detail to keep in mind, that it's not just me saying it. But yes, this book is huge, and I read it. I did an audiobook. I didn't listen to it in the car. I read this whole thing. It was on my nightstand for a month. So it would definitely be a challenge book for almost anyone, just given its volume. But to explain to you why I think it would be worth your time. Firstly, significant insights. The book is centered around, even though it is science fiction fantasy and it deals with time travel, you also learn so much about the circumstances surrounding JFK's assassination. And so one of the things that Stephen King says in his endnotes for this book is that he has wanted to write this book for several decades, but felt as though the research that he did later in the game helped him significantly more. It wouldn't have been the same book if he had written it at a younger age. And so the significant insights that you get about the time period that the main character travels back to is definitely notable. And I love the main character in this book. His tone makes it so entirely worth it to read. He's so realistic. He's such a lovable character. And he goes back in time so many times to try to rectify and to try to fix this, terrible thing that happened in our nation's history. So if this sounds like a book that would appeal to you, add it to your TBR pile, and until next time.